Hey everyone, my name's TSW, and in this video I'm going to be going through the tactics for Elegon in Mogu'shan vaults from the point of view of a tank. So I'm playing warrior here, and I'm going to be tanking Elegon second. So we've got our Death Knight starting to tank the boss, and I'm going to be tanking the ad when it spawns, the Celestial Protector. Now what I'm going to do with the Celestial Protector is, regardless of where it spawns, I'm going to bring him to the ranged damage and healers over here on this side where we pull. Upon reaching around 25% health, I'm going to pull the Celestial Protector out of the Energy Vortex. The Energy Vortex in the middle of the ring is gives you an aura thing, increasing your damage, and also giving you a stacking debuff, increasing damage taken. Now, because I'm now tanking the boss, I'm going to be getting a stacking debuff, increasing the damage I take. So as a tank, you want to basically reset this as often as possible. So now it's the Death Knight's turn to be tanking the Celestial Protector that spawned. I'm tanking the boss. I'm using my shield barrier to try and nullify the Celestial breath as much as possible, and it seems to work really well. Just using your cooldowns to alternate when you don't have enough rage for a shield barrier. And as soon as the ad's dead, you basically have then the tank swap. So the Death Knight tank's taunted off me. I'm just going to go reset my stacks. Cool. And then 85% we have the phase transition into phase 2. So he's doing his draw power thing, which will spawn a load of ads. What you want to do is, as a tank, just help out the DPS. We've got 6 DPS and there are 6 ads to kill. We have 1 DPS on every ad. That makes sense, yeah? And as a tank, you just help out wherever you need to be. So have people call out on vent if they need help. And just as yourself, just get your rage during the phase where where the ads aren't around, and just spend all your rage on killing the ads. And just reset your stacks here. I almost forget. So I'm just going to go back on the boss, use some shield slams, some Avengers, get myself some rage, and then when the ads spawn, just spam Heroic Strike as well as all my other abilities. That's really cool. Bear in mind to use things like Avatar, Recklessness. You can even use things like Bloodbath and Thunderclap if you want to hit all 6 ads by standing in the middle. That can be pretty effective. But we didn't need to do that. Basically, you just want to kill as many waves of ads as possible, prioritizing the first phase where you're killing ads. And then, we kill, I think this is our 3rd or 4th wave of ads, and we're just like, okay, we're just going to kill the boss now, because the chances are we're not going to be able to kill the next set of ads because they travel faster and faster as they go on. So now the pillars have spawned because the sparks of the ads have reached the pillars. So every opposite pillar is linked. You can see the beam going into the middle of the room. That's then linked to another pillar, and there's this wall of electricity that you can't really travel through. Well, as a tank you kind of can, because it only does about 150,000 damage, which isn't too much, but just bear in mind that the pillars are linked and there's a wall of electricity between them. So as a tank, the most important thing to understand is these ads. Throughout this phase and over time, the ads will spawn faster and faster. There'll be this AoE stuff on the floor, these like electrical circle things. These do a lot of damage if you stand in them, so just don't. Yeah, got that. And you just want to tank the ads that spawn out of them. And now you go back into phase 1. As soon as the floor spawns back, you want to have whichever tank you've assigned to be tanking then run back into the middle of the room and start tanking the boss, because if not, everyone gets death gripped in, and that doesn't help anybody out. So again, the Celestial Protector has spawned. I drag him over to the range. Everyone in the range kills him. Now he does AoE damage in the form of a dot debuff on, I think, 2 people at once. So what you're going to do is just dispel that. And then he does a rape load of damage upon reaching sub 25%. And when the Celestial Protector does die, he does like 200,000 damage to everyone in the raid. And that's not going to kill anybody, but in conjunction with the debuff that stacks throughout the encounter when you are standing in the Energy Vortex, that can kill you. So again, I'm tanking him. I'm going to be throwing down my my Demoralizing Banner, using my my shield barrier for the Celestial Breath. And just, if I feel it necessary, shield wall if I think I'm going to go low, or if I do go low, throw down a last stand, as well as, you know, health stones and all that cool shit. So yeah, it's pretty easy to tank. The most important thing is when the Celestial Protectors do spawn, that the DPS are all attacking him at a reasonably constant rate of damage. I like the first couple pulls, you know, I got kind of caught out in that damage would attack and then all of a sudden do a shitload of damage, and the ad would die whilst he's in the Energy Vortex. Like, just drag him out when he's about 30% if you want to play it safe. But if you can time it, you want to get him out just as he reaches 25%. The ad does take less damage when he's out of the middle, out of the Energy Vortex, so just be aware of that you do want to have him dragged out as close to 25%, and if it is sub 25%, just be aware that people are going to take more damage. It's not going to kill them necessarily, but just be aware of that. So again, back in phase 2, he goes into phase 2 at 85%, then, you know, you finish phase 2, and then here at 50% he goes back into phase 2. So I just helped out some of the sparks there, run back in the boss, make sure you got a nice load of raid, that's always really good, and then I'm helping out the rogue in this case, who on the side that I was helping seems to be doing the least amount of damage. So yeah, good guy, tank, helping out some of the underpowered DPS at the moment. So he's doing his dual power, he's going to be spawning some more ads, and we're going to be killing some more ads. With regards to DPS cooldowns, you can use pretty much anything, but like, I really want to try like Dragon's Roar and Bloodbath for this phase. That'd be really good. Like, if you are doing this on like heroic and it's really tight in order to kill the charges here, the sparks, whatever you want to call them, that may be something that you'd want to look into. But I mean, just pop in Recklessness and shield slamming or whatever that was for 100 and 1000. That's enough. So again, like as a raid, we've agreed to not kill this next wave of the charges, so we're just gonna nuke on Elegon. You've got a few seconds before the floor does disappear when the pillars have been activated, because I could be stood in the middle attacking the boss right now, and then obviously not now when the floor disappears. You will fall to your death. But you know, I've decided to start killing the pillar. I can run through this. I took 156,000 damage, which isn't a lot for a tank, but it's like half your health, if not just maybe 40% if you are a damage doer. So just hurriedly grab these 2 ads. I throw down my Mocking Banner as well, just to grab the ads. Mocking Banner doesn't seem to do like, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work as well as I'd expect it to here, but you know, just grab aggro and just make sure that it's not attacking anybody else. They are fairly slow. I'm using Piercing Howl, so they move even slower. But what you want to do is just make sure that they aren't attacking anybody. Preferably, like, if anyone does have aggro, that they're kiting them. But they do a lot of damage if you are being attacked by like 3 or 4 of them. It does, like, so much damage I'm taking now. So I do use Shield Wall here for fear of my death. So we are in phase 3, where there's a lot of AoE damage going on anyway. We've all stacked on melee, and what you want to do is basically pop all your cooldowns. I use my my Skull Banner, followed by the other warrior tank's Skull Banner. I even go in for a little Shattering Throw. I'm not quite sure exactly how much that helps. When I suppose we've got like DK, warrior, rogue, hunter. So yeah, probably is worth it. So I'm now tanking. The Death Knight was basically just spamming all his cooldowns. Then when he has no more cooldowns, you know, go for the other tank and then rotate my cooldowns in. So yeah, that was the encounter for Elegon 10 man. Now I'm just going to go through the loot quickly and just show you exactly what can drop. So first of all, we have Band of Bursting Novas, which is a really cool ring. If you're going for expertise and hit cap, it can be really nice because it's got expertise on. Wow, that's so insane. Dodge isn't such a great stat for us at the moment, but I mean, you've got 2 rings, and if they're both blue, you definitely want to start upgrading at least one of them as early as you can. Next we have Elegon, the Fanged Crescent, which is a decent axe. I mean, if you're going for hit and expertise, you know, this weapon has both of them. Oh my god. And it's, you know, good for that, obviously. And having a nice epic axe is a good upgrade for anyone, but even more so with regards to threat and damage. Next we have the Trinket, Vial of Dragon's Blood, which has mastery, and also your attacks have a chance to grant you 2539 dodge for 20 seconds, which is not as great as it sounds. I mean, if you've still got a mindset of mastery being amazing, it's not amazing anymore, but it will, as time goes on, become better and better. But yeah, it's decent, but it's not great. I mean, if you've got lame trinkets, like you didn't get any of the Dire Brew trinkets, or you don't have access to the Dark Moon Fair tank trinket, yeah, grab this by all means. But personally, for most encounters, I'll be still running with my one of the Dire Brew trinkets, or one of 3 of the Dire Brew trinkets actually, and my Dark Moon Fair card trinket. But if I had to pick one item for, you know, if I was wearing full blue gear and I wanted one upgrade, it would probably be the weapon, because obviously just getting extra damage is cool, but the hit and expertise is really nice. Like personally, I'm going for hit and expertise cap, but I'll talk more about that later, maybe in a later video, or I'll add that as a section to my warrior tank guide, which I'm still working on. But yeah, this weapon's cool. I mean, more threat means more chance to hit means more rage, which means more shield barriers and shield blocks. So you do more damage and you also take less damage, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you've got any questions or any comments, let me know. I'm kind of, yeah, starting to go through all the different encounters from a warrior tank point of view, sharing my thoughts and, you know, the sort of decisions that I make. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will keep you guys posted with some more videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.